The first step in starting our watercolor practice and our painting is actually to start with our pencil. So have a pencil and maybe your kneaded eraser that you got, okay? We're going to try first with a little simple pencil drawing of, ta-da, a cup. So whatever you've got at home that you want to use, find a coffee cup, any sort of cup, or it could even be a can, okay? Notice that when we look at this cup from the top, it's a perfect circle. But as we turn the cup, what happens to that circle? As we're looking at it from the side, all of a sudden that circle becomes kind of an oval so that it's wider looking than it is tall. And as we continue to slowly turn the cup, that oval, or as I like to call them, ellipses, on the top and the bottom get skinnier and more shallow. So this is what a cup looks like when viewed from the side. And we want to try and draw that out on our paper, just like this. So let me show you how to do that. Take your pencil and draw lightly, and you want to start with an ellipse. Okay, so you might want to, on the back side of your paper, just kind of practice drawing ellipses. That's a good way to go. Just kind of lightly. And they're not like hot dogs like that. They're oval, so they get their narrowest point are on the ends and their tallest point are in the middle, and they're just kind of like that. And if you do it lightly and you just practice, you can get it down. When you're ready, then on your paper, draw that ellipse. Okay, just like that. Now, when you get it drawn down, you can erase, you can modify it. I could go over it and make it a little thicker so it's easier for you to see in this video, and that's what I'll do. Now I'm ready for the sides. Now if you're doing a can, it's pretty much straight down. My coffee cup gets narrower as we go down, so I'm going to try that. So watch this. I'm going to draw this line here, and then I'll draw this line here. And that's just some practice, but feel free to give it a go and erase as needed. All right, just like that. These look a little uneven, but I'll fix them later. So the bottom is curved too. We wouldn't have a straight line on the bottom because we know that that's a circle too, right? See how that's curved? So let's draw the bottom like that too. And let's pretend that this is a clear cup. And in a clear cup, you would see the whole ellipse through. Like if I was drawing this, I certainly could have just used this as my model. You can see right through it. So here's my bottom ellipse. Okay. And again, you can adjust as you need to with your eraser and get it just the way you want it. But that's basically it. Okay, perfectly fine for our activity. Now let's pretend we want a half a cup of water in there. Let's say this cup is clear and it's got half a cup of water in it. Well, in that case, we wouldn't draw a straight line. We would draw yet a third ellipse. So let's do that. Lightly. And then when you get it the way you want it, you can firm up your line a little bit. And there's a pretty decent clear cup of water filled halfway up. Okay, one last thing. It's kind of floating in the air, isn't it? So let's set it down on a table. And that's a lot easier than you might think. All we have to do is draw that end line of the table. Where's that table's edge? Let's say it's right here. Okay. And now we've got it kind of sitting down on the table. Okay. Sometimes it's fun to, when you look through glass, sometimes it's not clear, it's a little wavy. I could make this line a little bit wiggly, and that can sometimes create an effective illusion and make the line just a little bit like that. Not too much, but there you go. And that's what we want to do to get set up for this activity. So draw that out, practice, and get it something like this with whatever cup you're using, and you're all set.